fire his entire legal team. I mean, did he undermine his case by doing that? I mean, you were a member of that. In fact, you were at the forefront of his legal team. I mean, and then you were suddenly transformed into a consultant, and you couldn't even speak in court today on his behalf. I mean, did he undermine his own case by doing that?
No, he didn't. This is not the first time it has happened. You recall that Awolowo had defended himself, if you go back to 1963 in history. At some point, Mahatma Gandhi defended himself in South Africa and even in India. And Nelson Mandela at some point defended himself. So did Martin Luther King. It's not unusual. This is a politically charged case. I think a strategic decision was made by him at some point that he probably would have done a better job than the lawyers. The lawyers do these cases within a very narrow confine of some decorum or some kind of behavior that is imposed on the lawyers that may sometimes may become prejudicial to the client in a politically charged case like this. This case wasn't a complex case. This case depended very much on a misguided prosecutorial policy that, you know, pretty much zeroed in on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, maybe because of the region he came from. That prosecutorial policy is not being levied northwards. You know, we have a different prosecutorial or different counter-terrorism policy up in the north, which is engagement.
Well, let me come in there and ask.
The comparison may be too far afield.
Well, let me come in there.
It has to be an equal opportunity crime.
Indeed. But let me come in there and ask you this, because of the fact that you raised the issue of the Southeast. What are the potential security risks in the Southeast region in your assessment? Do you think this verdict will lead to increased tensions or calm in the region? Briefly.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is committed to non-violence. I also take this opportunity to appeal for calm, just like others have done. But whether people are angry or not, they are indeed angry, because there is a perception that this whole thing is sectionalized. That perception has to be removed, and the growing notion that, you know, he's being singled out, is gaining currency. So how do we stop this? We stop it by the government changing its policy a little bit to, you know, giving everybody equal opportunity, equal peril.
Right.
If you did something wrong, if you are from the north, they treat you as badly as they treat someone who did it wrong from the east or the west. But when you single a certain region and you levy an attritional prosecution against someone, it creates this perception. And of course, it kind of heightens the alienation of that very region and makes worse the very problem you're trying to solve, which is the problem of inclusion and exclusion.
Right.
And this is what is driving the agitation. But having said that, calm is required, because we still have opportunities laying ahead.
Indeed. Let me come to you, Honorable Benedict.